Welcome to KBLP LLC and Planet B.O.B. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, how you doing? Planet B period O period B period.
We we are here
For
tonight.
those of you who don't know, stands for Bug Out Bag, which this is a show about survival and different things, but we aren't your average survivalist shows.
No,
You're
no, that's for sure.
not,
That is for
you're not
sure.
gonna find out 15 different ways to use a bee sting.
No. Yeah,
Just
there you
won't
go.
find that here.
There you go. So, what are we going to
I'm gonna like
discuss
all that
tonight?
kind of stuff though.
Yep, that's true. So, what are we going to discuss tonight?
Tonight's just kind of like the anything and everything. We're going to be discussing like just some stuff that we overlooked about our fall and winter planning. And some people have suggested it to me, and one thing that was suggested is really close to my heart, and I totally agree that we should have looked on that. It's horses. We've talked about dogs. We've talked about your
That's
animals,
true.
birds, everything. But birds, by the way, put down lots of bird seed this winter because little birdies are starving.
Well, yes.
Yes. Make sure it's in a squirrel-proof container. But anyways, horses. Back to horses. There's a trend in the country right now where a lot of people are adopting these older horses or these, old race horses and things like that, or just old work horses.
Mm-hmm.
And they, it's a novice, and they're like, oh, wow, I'm going to get me a horse, and they have no clue how to take care of them.
Absolutely, that's very true.
Like, no clue. Some of them are getting these horses for free because they're being given away, basically, by people who didn't know how to take care of the horse.
Exactly.
Didn't realize the cost, and especially wintertime, it's like, it is so important. People don't understand. A horse, they think if they strap on a blanket on a horse and throw it into a field that it's fine, and that is just not how it works. That is just not how it works. And I'm not even a horse expert. I have a friend, Shannon, who's a horse expert.
Actually, I work with somebody. She actually, after work, she goes and takes care. She has her two of her own, and she takes care of a couple other ones. And it's a job. It is a job.
Oh, yeah. It is. It is so much. It is. And especially the winter time.
Yes.
What people don't understand is horses, between, like, the temperature of, like, 18 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit is, like, their comfort zone.
Yeah.
They don't need a blanket. They're good. You know what I mean? After that, the best thing you can do instead of slapping a blanket on them is to get them some kind of shelter. Because it's a known fact that a horse can survive in, like, a barn or something.
Mm-hmm.
And, up to 40 below.
Right.
But a lot of people, this is their biggest mistake. They'll throw a blanket on the horse.
And everything's okay.
Yeah. Not counting for rain and ice and snow. And then there's this thing, it's called rain rot. It's a skin condition that horses get. From owners who strap on blankets, don't brush them, don't do nothing, just leave them on there.
Yeah, no.
And pretty soon, they go to pull this off, and this horse has this horrible skin condition. There's blood and just nastiness, And another thing people don't realize is one of the biggest causes of death in the winter of horses is not freezing to death. It's malnutrition.
Very true. Very true. Yes.
Yeah, because so many people will put these horses out in the field, think, oh, that's good, not realizing they need the extra calories. Because what happens when you're cold? You burn calories.
You burn calories.
Yes. And, so these horses are out in the field, and of course, they're it's winter time, they're going to be cold, so they're going to burn more calories, and they need more food. And if you are not prepared to do this for these animals, do not adopt them,
No,
please
don't do that. It's sad how every year you hear about these horses they have to save because they're not being taken care of properly.
Yeah, and a lot of time it's not because the people don't want to. I think their intentions were good.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't understand. what what it actually contains. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, please do your homework before you do this.
Yeah. I mean, and I do understand. I've seen it in the papers all the time. Horse $100 or horse free to go home, and it's like people don't understand. Just because you have a big backyard doesn't mean you can have horse.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
so it doesn't work like that. But that was one of the main things I just wanted to cover. We had talked about dogs, about not
Yeah.
leaving your
Yeah.
dogs outside. People. I'm sorry, this may be horrible of me to say, but if you're gonna chain your dog outside in the middle of winter, just give the dog away.
Yes, please.
You have no right having that
No.
animal.
No. Absolutely
No.
not.
I mean,
Absolutely
that's
not.
just the
Totally
most.
agree.
I've seen that before. You see these dogs with these big old chains, and they're stuck outside, and it's
Yeah.
snowing. Oh my God!
Yes.
I just seriously want to go take the owner and chain them outside and put the dog inside.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes, absolutely. That just burns me to no end. It's just it's just cruel. It's
It
just cruel.
is
Why do you have a dog then? What's the point?
exactly what is your purpose of even having a pet in general? There's other people that do the same to cats. They get these
I
cats or these
know.
kittens for Christmas, and they think they're just so damn cute. And pretty soon they start getting bigger, and then they're just, they don't give them shots. They don't, they just let them run. It's
Yep.
like,
I
oh
know,
my
right?
God.
What was the point in all that?
Exactly.
The biggest thing, like you said, is make sure they're protected from the weather. Did you know little piggies need a well-sealed building? They cannot be out in it. Especially your little pretty little piglets. They're so cute.
Oh
But they
yeah,
got these animals.
the piggies.
They got to be protected from the wind, the snow, the rain. I mean, seriously. About the only ones that can take the cold better than any of them is the cattle, but that's about it.
That's true in horses.
Yeah.
Horses were designed, you don't see the horses in Montana, these wild horses walking around with blankets on.
No,
You
no,
know,
absolutely not. Yeah. So, you got to learn, make sure you can afford to feed these animals. That's the bit,
before I get the mail, I'm not telling you not to put blankets on your horses. I am telling you to make sure you take care of your horse.
Yes. They need brush. They need their hooves cleaned. They need all kinds of things. So,
Shoes.
and also, if you're using stuff outside for ice, those ice melting agents can actually harm animals.
Absolutely. Paws, hooves,
Yes.
everything else can be harmed by the salt. So.
Plus, then they lick their
Careful.
paws. So they lick their paws then too. So that's a double dose.
Absolutely, yeah. We had discussed before a little bit about the animals, but we just kind of
Mm-hmm.
forgot a few.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that the horse thing was like
Yes.
really important because a lot of people need to know
Yes.
this.
Absolutely.
That
Absolutely.
their bodies are just like ours. When they're cold, they burn
Yes.
calories, and they are going to need extra food.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
if you cannot provide that, you need to give that horse away to somebody who can. And if you can't find a home, call the Humane Society.
Absolutely.
They will come get that animal and take him off your hands.
Yes.
So,
Yes. There you go. Absolutely. Follow that, please.
yes, that is your speech for the day for the
Okay.
animal.
Okay. And we thank you. The animals thank you.
Yeah.
That's right. They do.
And
There was such a cute dog at work yesterday. Yes, he's a service dog. His name's Buster, and he's a pit bull. What a baby. Oh, he loves to be loved on. The owner said, go ahead, you can do it. And he just was like up licking us and hugging us. Oh, he was adorable. But then when he had enough, he walked back to Mom there and was like, okay, Mom, I'm ready to go. But he was he was so adorable. I had to bring that up because he's so cute. People and pit bulls. It's how you raise them, people.
exactly.
But he was so
That would
cute.
be great.
You just love him. And that head's a going and that butt's a going. But he was so cute. He was a great dog. He was a good boy. He really was. But anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah. Yep.
Another
Okay.
thing I want to say too is leaves.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. There, a lot of people don't understand that if you don't have to rake the leaves, don't do it.
No.
It's a major part of our ecosystem. This guy Lars in the survivalist group just recently reminded me of that. And it's true, there's so many animals that rely on these leaves that rot and stuff, and under the snow for shelter, for food, everything else. But if you have to, if you're in one of those places where you have to rake your leaves, because we've all seen those neighborhoods,
Yes. Yes.
must rake those
Usually
leaves.
they're, what are those? Associations. Yes.
Absolutely, but
Yeah.
you can run over them with a lawnmower, and then gather them up and use them for mulch.
Mulch. Yep.
There's so many things that you can do to where you don't have to just rake them off into the road.
Yeah, that's dangerous anyway. Thank you.
Well, they do it because a lot of towns like this one here, they tell them to do it, and then the next day this big old leaf sucker thing goes by.
Oh, we have that too. But I think every Tuesday or something. But they have to be on your lawn, at the edge there. They can't be out in the road, or they won't get them.
These guys do it out in the road, but what cracks me up is tonight the winds are supposed to pick up.
Yep.
So that's what's going to happen to your leaves.
And it's raining. Yeah, gotta love it.
One of the things they said you could put in piles for kids to jump in. I'm kind of on the fence on that one. I mean, we did it as kids, but now you've got these deer ticks and.
Well, I think if you're, just be careful. Just make sure you're the one that knows the pile is there, and you raked it up because it's underneath. I mean,
that's
it
true.
just
Don't trust the
Yeah.
Don't trust the neighbor that could have purposely raked up dog poop.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, surprise. Yeah, gotta love that neighbor, of course.
You can use the leaves for art. You can press the leaves. I mean, there's so many different things.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That you can do with leaves. I mean, it's not a matter of survival, but it is a matter of it's just survival for the ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
I said, if you can, don't rake them. If you can get away with it, don't rake the leaves.
Yeah, especially leave them in your flower beds. They provide protection for the bulbs. So.
Well, there's a reason why, everything has a reason for the way it works.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
And there's, everything survives on something, you know what I mean? It goes all the way to the food chain. So, even not having that little caterpillar not have its house under the leaves, or that salamander that's not going to, feed off the bugs that are under the leaves, and it's going to have a chain reaction eventually.
Yeah, very true.
If you can get away with it, and if you don't live in one of those neighborhoods, don't rake the leaves. Especially if you live in a place where it snows. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. That's very true. Very true.
Your lawn's going to be covered. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. We used to do that in school too. We used to do the press leaf thing.
Oh yeah, I loved it. Painting, you would Elmer's glue it onto something, and then you would stamp it. And it was pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yeah, I remember doing all that. That's pretty cool.
One thing too, another thing. This is kind of big. Acorns.
Oh.
There's been a lot of stuff recently on TV with recipes with acorns and this and this.
Yes.
And this. People, you need to understand something. Acorns is not something you just take home and cook up. There's a whole thing you have to do.
Yes. And you know what? Black walnuts too. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a process you have to do to make them safe for you to eat. you can't just go collect them in the forest and be like, oh, I'm going to make acorn cookies.
Aw, you can. Oh, I'm just teasing. But yeah.
It doesn't work like that. On
No.
our site, the Planet B.O.B said I'm going to post a couple things about the acorns to make them safe. I think Mike Ronan and his group, they posted something recently
Oh, good.
about acorns too. So and that kind of reminded me to talk about that. That's why I said tonight's the anything and everything. Please do not do this. I mean, acorns are great for painting and doing all. You can do it. You can handle them, but you can't just chop them up and cook them. It just doesn't work like that. You know?
Yes.
Or just chop them up and throw them in your cookies.
No.
So I'm gonna look up real quick here. God, I love having a little mini computer in my hand. You know, it's just such a great thing. Okay. I'm gonna actually try to get into his group and try to read that about the acorns. But yeah, I know there's a certain way to do it, and I have it written down in my because I have what I call my B.O.B notebook where I have
Oh,
like a
yeah.
right we're like survival plants and stuff in my area. Acorns do grow here, so I do have it in there. So
yeah, black walnuts are also very hard to. There's a process involved with that. I didn't realize that. You know, black walnuts in that because you gotta take the shell off and then do this and then it's like wow.
yeah, it's true. You hold on. But yeah, there's like a process. You need to look it up. You need to figure it out because it's something that can make you sick.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it says there is This is a place called honestfood.net. This is where I'm going to tell you the exact site that I'm getting this from. Because I'm not going to get out my notebook and do all that. But it's just too much to do in 1 year. I mean, people have been eating acorns for years. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's nothing that's going to, you know, it's something that people do. Worms, you have to look out for larvae and oak weevils. I mean, there's so many things that you have to watch out for. There's something called tannin that you can actually make.
I've heard of that.
Yes.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, it's okay. The sweetest acorns are the East Coast white oak and emery oak of the Southwest. The pine oak of the South and the Valley, blue oaks of California, Burgos of the Midwest, and cork oak, well-named Belota oak of Europe. These are the ones that will have like the lowest tannin, which basically is something, like I said, that it can make you sick. It's like if you're gonna go out and gather acorns with your children, just look them up. Look up the trees that they fell out of. I mean, there's so many things involved.
Yep.
It's like, you know, there's so many people that think, oh, I can just gather the acorns, chop them up, and put them in my cookies. No.
No. Can't do that.
Yeah, you definitely you need to, you know, they should be put in water. It's a thing called leaching. There are so many things. It says all acorns should be leached with water to remove the bitter tannins, which will make your mouth feel and taste like it'll make you a bit nauseous and possibly constipate you for days.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh.
It says getting those tannins out is a big barrier to cooking with acorns. But it ain't no biggie. That's what it says. It ain't no biggie.
Okay.
My valley acorns, after shelling, I drop the acorn meats directly into the stock pot that has 2/3 of water. When I fill the pot about 1/3 of the way up with shelled acorns, if I am in a hurry, I bring the pot of water to a boil. The water turns dark as soon as it boils. Pour the water off into the sink and repeat the process. It requires about 5 changes of water to get valley oak acorns to taste like chestnuts.
Wow.
Okay, so this is what, you know, I mean, so obviously chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
There you go, yes.
But this is the thing. You need to look up the tree that your acorns came from, because each one's different. I mean, the leaching process is going to be about the same.
Yeah. That's
It's just the tannin level is. So you don't want to be sick. You definitely don't want to be constipated
oh,
for days.
Lord.
So, definitely. So do that for your kids. So once the acorns are free of tannins, you can pretty much do whatever you want with them.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah. Absolutely. So definitely look this up. You know, go to the library, remember the old school way, even if you have to. Look up on the computer, look different sites. Don't just go to one site, go to different ones, make sure they're all the same. Go to a survivalist group, Innate Survivalist. There's a guy in there, Lars. He is like the Houdini of plants. I mean, this guy. I've seen people post a picture of something that looks like a little twig to him, and he's like, "Oh, that's not blah blah blah. I'm gonna ask blah 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 plant."
Yeah.
He knows, So.
Well, that's like,
sure.
yeah. The black walnuts, when you first get them, you have to rinse them with a hose or pressure washer to remove debris. You dry the walnuts in shell. You have to. It's a good idea to put them on screen bottom trays for circulation. And the drying temperature has to be 95 to 100 degrees for 3 to 4 days.
Holy crap!
That's what I'm saying. Somebody said they've had success with putting them on cinder blocks and drying walnuts outdoors. Well, yeah, it's got to be hot enough though. You can remove the shell and extract the nut meats. It says use vice grips. It is ridiculously hard to break those shells, and then you got to pick out the meat. So there's a process with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things, like I said, as a survivalist and everything else, you need to know these things.
Yes, absolutely.
If you need to learn how to gather food, you need to know what to do. Even if it's not something that you would do every single day, you need to know how to do it.
Absolutely.
And even if you don't want to practice it, do like I do. I write stuff down in notebooks, and I keep it, because if the lights go out, you ain't going to have Google.
You got that right.
So you need to have these things available to you, which I do.
Yeah,
so.
I do too. I've been doing that. I have separate notebooks for each thing. I got Planet B.O.B, DWD, TWD. I have all these separate notebooks.
There you go.
Yeah. And I write these recipes and stuff down, and I'll write the walnut down too. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And you should. So it's not that simple. A lot of the newer people to being survivalists believe that you can just go out and pick things and pluck things
and eat them.
Just go home and eat them.
Yeah, no.
I think probably the only thing that you could honestly pick and wash it off and eat it right away is a dandelion. Other than that, just about everything else requires work of some kind, or separation of this, boiling of that. So please,
yes,
before you get these ideas that you're going to do these things, even if you see wild grapes growing in the forest, there's still something that needs to be done, because there's some grapes out there that are growing that if you eat them raw,
you will
diarrhea like crazy.
Yep.
You have to literally boil them down and make a jelly out of them to be able to eat them safely.
Yes.
So
there you go.
There's so many things out there. So as you're foraging this fall and you're going around and you're looking for all these things that have fallen off the trees, and you got your little book of your local plants that grow and drop things and edible things, like walnuts and acorns, please do your research. We don't need people sick. Because a lot of survivalist sites will make it sound that simple. Oh, you just go get some acorns and some walnuts, and you go grab these Concord grapes over here, and
no,
it's not that simple, people.
No. If it was that simple, I'd be doing it. That's for sure. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, please follow the instructions with those, especially if you want to, not to be sick.
Yeah, might even talk to an older person,
Yeah,
people that
yeah.
used to have these things. They had no choice. So.
Here's a couple of things you can forage in autumn, though. Hazelnuts, again. But you'll have to fight the squirrels for those, usually. So good luck with that. Yeah. Witch hazel. That's usually boundary of hedges and stuff. You can check under the branches for nuts. Sometimes your bushes will look bare, but if you look underneath, they're just full. They're just full.
Yeah.
And you can eat these when the shells are still green. They are also sold as cob nuts in the UK. So, Adriana, is that you? Yeah, Adriana, right?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
Ireland.
cob nuts. Well, I imagine it'd be close to that. You can also dry them in a dehydrator. So that's a good thing. I never thought of doing that. Apples, of course, in the fall. Go apple picking. We've made apple butter, my girlfriend and I, here a few times. It's a process, but man, oh man, once it's done, it's mostly the peeling and the coring, of course, and then cutting them up and cooking them. Then you got to stir it for seems like years, but once it's done, we made the homemade apple. Oh my God, it is so good, so good. So apples are also good to forage.
Be careful of crab apples.
Yeah, blackberries. But be careful. Make sure you wash them before you eat them because they do spray them in a lot of places. So make sure you wash everything before you eat it. Just saying.
And please, if you're not familiar, if you are not familiar with these plants, take a book with you that has pictures, or
there you go.
Or take your phone and take a picture and compare it. Do something before you even pick these, because there's also very poisonous.
Yes.
Things out there. So,
yep. Yes.
They may look like one thing, but they're not. So please just be careful with that. This is I'm not trying to scare people into foraging.
No, but just be careful.
Yes, that is the main thing, and also be careful of wildlife and things like that may be in competition with you for food.
Yeah. So. Don't fight with the squirrel. You're gonna lose, probably. They'll jump on your face.
Freaking rats! Oh my God. They are smart. I am.
Yes, they are, and it's scary sometimes how smart they are.
Yeah.
It is. You ever heard of a giant puffball?
A what?
It's a fungi, and it's one of the easiest fungi for beginners to identify. Looks like a round base. It looks like a snowball. It's very common in the U.S. It's a large round fungi. It resembles a soccer ball. There you go. And it's soft and edible. They grow in fields and hedgerows, and really can't be confused with anything else. You can slice them up and fry them up with butter and garlic, or fritter them in a batter, and then you can also freeze them.
And that's another thing. Mushrooms is another deal.
Yes, mushrooms. Yes.
Not all mushrooms are edible, people.
No, they are not.
Some are deadly.
Yeah, very, very.
Some will make you think that you see John Lennon sitting in your underwear drawer.
Among other things, yes.
Don't do it.
I know, right? Yes.
Make sure you know what the hell you're doing before you eat mushrooms. I'm just
dear
saying.
Lord, yeah.
Mushrooms, yes.
Some are very poisonous too. Yeah, not only will you see things, but you'll die. So.
Exactly. So definitely, like I said, again, have either a book with pictures or take pictures with your phone and Google it, whatever you have to do to make sure that you're foraging what's safe.
Yep. And once you figure it out, do your homework, then you'll have plenty of vegetation to have. So vegetation to eat. Mushrooms are awesome. You can stuff them, you can fry them, you can Oh, put them in salad. You can do anything with them. They're great.
Yeah, see, I know lots of people that hate mushrooms. They just, I'm kind of on the fence on them. Some days I like them, some days I don't. It just depends on how they're cooked.
Yeah, and now a
But I know
stuffed
people that
mushroom.
will even just look at one and they're like, no.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, I have to agree. But I love stuffed mushrooms. They are good stuff. Good eating. So, okay.
So, definitely, like I said, the first. And we discussed also the house. We discussed the carbon monoxide poisoning,
Yes.
but one thing we left out was make sure you have a carbon monoxide detector.
Oh, absolutely. And usually,
in your home.
Now this weekend, we put the clocks back here at least. I don't know how true that is anywhere. Do you guys put your clocks back?
Yeah, we do here.
Okay. That's my second.
I think there's only like 2 states, 2 or 3 that don't do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure which ones they are, but that's like my second favorite day of the year. So
I think it's
Halloween
like
first, and then
Hawaii or something. I don't know.
Well, anyway, that's usually a good time to check your batteries and check your detectors, your fire detectors, carbon monoxide. You can get them
Absolutely,
both.
yes.
And usually and then in the spring when you spring forward, you do it then also. It's just a good way to do it so you remember to do that. So everybody do that this weekend. Check your smoke detectors.
If you do not have a carbon monoxide detector on your smoke detector, go get one.
You can go to the fire department. They'll give you one.
Yes, because trust me, it is not a good experience. My sister and her kids almost died from this. It is not a good scene.
Yeah, because it's odorless, colorless.
Yes.
You don't know.
You just be sitting there and you'll be like, oh, I'm tired. I spent that turkey I ate. Next thing you know, you're dead.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
how it works.
Yes, that's
that
it.
Quick, that easily.
Yeah. So make sure.
Please, 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 pretty please, get your carbon monoxide detectors.
Yes, like I said,
be prepared.
You go to your local fire department. They usually give them away. So please get one. Absolutely. Make sure they're in good working order come Saturday. And then you should be good till spring. But that's a good rule of thumb to follow. It's easy to remember when to do it then. And check your furnace filters too then.
Yes, oh my gosh, yes. And
yes, that's
another thing.
If you live in an
apartment building like I do, call them relentlessly until they do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And again, that's a good time to do it. Do that kind of thing Saturday and then again in the spring. And then, you should be in good working order then. And safe. That's the main thing. You be safe. Safe.
Safe.
That's right.
So.
Yes. How many people die from that because they have a kerosene heater going in their apartment or something with no
or
ventilation.
Or even just their gas heater.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that happened to my sister. She had just a gas heater on the wall, that...
oh, yeah. Those yeah.
So, thank God, they had enough sense to realize there was something wrong, but,
Absolutely. Oh, my God. That's scary.
Yeah, it is. It is. So now she's like, and she didn't have a carbon monoxide detector at that time, and now, trust me, she does. I mean, she will not even move into an apartment.
Good.
Or anywhere, unless there's one on that wall before she even gets her stuff in there.
Good. Unfortunate that she had to have that experience, though, Ugh. Poor, that could have been a disaster. Thank God it wasn't.
Absolutely. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, sledding.
Oh, sledding.
Soon, sledding season will be here. Okay. I understand you're not going to put helmets on your kids and all those for sledding. I understand that. I didn't do it with mine.
No.
I didn't use one.
We didn't. We lived.
Yes, exactly. But if you want to, that's one thing. But at the same time, make sure that you have appropriate sleds for your children.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And make sure they're not doing things like, putting vegetable oil on and making them go faster.
Yeah.
I know they're taking all the fun out of it.
You know that scene in with Griswold and his saucer sled there, and in his new
Right.
oil, yeah, whoosh. Um, so yeah,
Maybe you have small children, they're being supervised because they can get really hurt. Like, really, really
yes,
hurt.
yes,
Make sure it's age appropriate. Don't have your 5-year-old sledding down the same hill as, like, 14 to 15-year-olds that are being ridiculous. So,
yes, yeah,
I mean, this is just, it's survival stuff. It may not be stuff that you think about as a parent. Like right now, it's like you're like, oh, why am I even thinking about this? But just in a few more weeks, there's going to be snow on the
yeah.
ground.
Oh yeah, unfortunately, yes,
People
yes,
are
yes,
going to be out sledding, and they need to realize, like, you need to use your head a little bit and prepare a little bit
yes.
when it comes to the safety of your children.
Oh
It's not just all
yes,
willy-nilly, like, oh, here you go,
yeah.
here's a
Just don't
sled.
go to some hill you see either. You don't know what's under there. We have
Exactly.
some.
Scope out the hills. Make sure, like, at
Yes,
the bottom, there's not a pond that has some thin ice on it. Make sure
yes,
there's not a highway.
yeah. That's
Make sure
always a
there's not
good
a
thing.
street or a parked car. Or
Yeah, absolutely. You just never know. Yeah, that's always good.
and don't assume your kids have common sense. And a lot of parents make that mistake. They assume that your kids know better. It's like, well, if they've never been taught, they don't know better.
That's right. That's right. They don't care as long as there's a hill. They will go down it. That's for sure.
Exactly. So
Hmm. Boom.
I hear parents say stuff like that. Well, I thought he had more common sense than that. Like, he's a kid. Of course you don't have common sense.
Yeah, kids. No, no, it's
No.
not there yet. They just want to have fun. Go down the biggest hill in the world. So there you go.
Some kids don't have common sense until they're 35. I mean,
Yeah, they. We know. Yeah, yeah. Some of them still don't, as far as that goes. So
yeah. It's just like I said. It's just preparing. And there's people out there that are unprepared. They're getting very offended by this. Like,
yes,
oh,
I
how dare
know.
they even?
You know
But
what?
there are people out there that honestly don't know. And it's not because they're stupid, and it's
No,
not because they're lazy. It's just
no.
they just don't know. They might be first-time parents, or they,
Yeah, yeah.
just
Or maybe they
start
haven't been sledding in years.
or maybe they're just not thinking about it. It's like, because you really think about it. If you've got a 5-year-old going down a hill, you got two 14-year-olds that are racing, and one of those 14-year-olds plow over that 5-year-old.
Oh
That
yeah.
5-year-old's going to get hit hard and, probably end up in the hospital.
Yep. Exactly. So
So you really need to watch, like, who's around you sledding too. Because you can't just assume that these 14-year-olds are going to be careful for your 5-year-old because it's not their responsibility.
yep. Exactly.
So it's a dog-eat-dog world, man, when it comes
Yeah.
to sledding down a hill.
Oh yeah. That goes for ice skating too. Be careful.
See, I never really did that. I did it once.
Did what?
Ice skating.
I did. Well, we had a rink where I lived, so it was pretty cool. I didn't have to worry about how thick it was.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a rink here in town, too, but there's still people that ice skate on. They just prefer the ponds.
Yeah. Be careful. I mean, you got to make sure that ice is thick enough before you step onto there.
Exactly, and especially the not-so-petite people like myself.
Yeah. Well, me too. Don't feel bad. Yeah.
Just because the skating mom next door went on that ice 5 minutes ago, don't mean you're going to get on the ice and be all right. So just,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if I fall in, no, don't go in. But yeah, yeah, make sure it's safe. Don't just, the first freeze is not going to do it, guys. You have to wait a
Right.
while, okay? Just make sure, you know where it's at, where they're going. Check it out before anybody steps on that ice. A lot of people have local ponds or something they go on. But yeah, don't, the first freeze isn't going to do it. It's just going to be surface freeze. So be careful with that.
They drive on the ice here.
I've seen that. They've done it here. They go ice fishing out there and they'll drive out on the ice. I don't know how many people they had to rescue. Duh. Because they get these big dualies going on there. It's like, what are you thinking? It takes a while for the lake to freeze thick enough. We have lake here, so it takes a while. for that to freeze enough for that. So yeah, they go ice fishing out here, and it's like I see that wind blowing across there, and it's ice, and I'm like, you people are crazy. My happy butt is not going to be out there.
Well, absolutely. There's no way. Well, they have this thing here. There's this company. What they do is they they park some junk truck out in the middle of the lake, right?
Yeah.
And then they wait for the spring thaw, and it's like people who pick the date that the truck actually sinks win the prize.
That's great. That's great.
Like, what in the hell?
Yep. That. Hey, whatever works. Whatever works. I mean, but yeah, they'll go ice fishing out here. But I love when you see on the news, two people had to be rescued for driving their truck on the ice. Really? I think about what you're doing. It's like, yeah, I
And
guess
a
it.
lot of people do it. They've done it for years. If there's a hard freeze, that they can do it. But just please be careful.
Absolutely.
Check the condition, check the depth before you do anything
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, they do it, but make sure it's frozen enough. Like I said, don't go out there the first freeze. That ain't going to work. Or even the second sometimes, You know what I mean.
Absolutely. So, yeah. Vehicles in general. Winterize your vehicles. We talked about that, about keeping your fluids up, your engine and
Yes.
stuff. But there's just some little life hacks that you can do right now, like tie in, the little $5 blankets they have at Walmart. You know what I'm talking about, the fleece ones or whatever. You can actually just tie those around your seats in your car.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And let them be seat covers so they're there.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea.
So
That's a great idea.
you can do different things like that. The pockets, and a lot of cars have pockets in the backs of the seats.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You can start putting emergency supplies in there now.
Yep. There you go. See? This is why you listen to us.
Foot warmers, different things like that, little water packets, whatever,
Yeah, there you go.
The water filtration, whatever, the pellets. You can do all kinds of stuff. The life straws. Have those in your vehicle. Don't wait.
No.
Don't wait till the first snowfall.
No, do it now.
Make sure you have in your car at all times. This is what, hold on, there was this thing I saw there earlier. All right, this is what they recommend. For each person that you think may be in the vehicle, like if you have kids, whatever, your kid, number one, make sure you have mittens or some kind of gloves.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Make sure that you have an extra pair of socks, wool socks. Yes, they're thick. Because why? Fingers and toes are the first things to go.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Things like that. It says to get the hand warmers and the foot warmers. You know what I'm talking about? Those ones that you...
the hot hands,
Yeah, they kind of break them and shake them. So make sure you have those. One place actually says that you should have a fifth of whiskey in your car.
Okay.
I like that. Because it'll keep you warm.
That's true.
So, yeah, and different things like that. Make sure you have a metal cup. The reason for the metal cup is if you have to collect snow, do not eat the snow.
There you go.
You need to melt the snow.
Yes.
Before you eat it. And in a metal cup, you can, not only will it melt faster, you can also put a flame source under it.
Oh, yeah, very true. Yes, that makes sense. So, yes.
To melt the snow to be able to drink it. Comfort foods. Have some kind of candy or gum in your little pack in your car. Something like that to keep your mouth moist, and it'll keep your fixation from being hungry all the time.
Okay. I'm starving!
Right? Exactly. Another thing, it says a coloring book. That's interesting. It says even for adults to have just a coloring book and some crayons in the car.
Oh, for the kids, yeah.
Well, and for yourself, too.
I like to color, yeah.
It'll keep your mind occupied for a very long time.
That's true.
These are the things that you should have in your car. And, of course, you want to get elaborate and have a battery-operated heater, whatever,
Yeah.
It's definitely not going to hurt. But, there's different things you can do. There's this one thing here that plugs into a cigarette lighter. It's a twin-size blanket, electric blanket.
Oh yeah, that you were
Cigarette
saying.
lighter when it's running.
Those are cool.
Yeah, so you have yourself a nice little electric blanket in your car, but don't forget that also requires fuel. So
Yes. Yeah, and that's the main thing too. And now you need to start doing it, getting practice. Don't let your gas gauge go below half a tank. Just top it off.
Yeah, but even if you have to put a piece of black tape over where the empty mark is and just only have the half to the full to pretend that's the empty and full.
Yep.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah, because you never know when you're going to get stuck in traffic or ice, and you got to go around detours, whatever, or get stuck in it. So you need to, make sure that that tank you have enough gas at all times. Don't let it get below that because, just that my luck would be I'd be stuck somewhere, and then I'd be pretty screwed.
So yeah, definitely. And if you're stuck in the vehicle and it's very cold outside, another thing too is a Mylar sleeping bag.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But this is a kicker. This is another site here that says that you should have at least 3 to 4 of them in your car.
Oh.
And you're not going to believe what for.
Okay.
To hang them on the hooks.
Uh-huh.
Around, so that way it kind of gives you like a little tent in your car.
Ah, kind of insulates it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's what I said. That's really kind of neat.
Yeah, I like that.
There is the method. A lot of people, it's controversial right now with the terracotta pots and the candles. It's not going to save you from your car. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to keep your car from freezing. But this is one thing that it can do. But you have to make sure that you have some kind of ventilation too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If you're going to do this Mylar thing, the Mylar tent thing, it will hold the heat a little better. It's not going to, but it can also be a hand warmer, a foot warmer, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to, unless you're very well insulated, it's not going to do the temperature too much, either way. But it is something to have. I mean, if you can make a terracotta pot warm enough to keep your hands warm or your feet warm, there's frostbite averted,
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah.
Like I said, it's a big controversial thing amongst people, but survivalists, there's arguments saying, it works, no, it doesn't work, depends on what you do, it doesn't, so.
Yeah.
And basically, one thing I know for sure is if you take 2 tea light candles and you put them under a terracotta pot that's raised a little bit, another terracotta pot on top of it with a piece of foil on top of that, it does get the pots warm.
Ah, there you go.
It will probably keep your hands warm or your feet warm.
Oh, yeah.
Will it make your car warm enough to where you can take your jacket off? And no.
No, that's not going to happen. But
probably the heat that it puts off isn't going to leave more than half an inch from where the terracotta pot is. So you're going to have to keep your hands on the terracotta pot.
Yeah. Yep. There you go.
So, I mean, that's always an option. To me, in my eyes, it can't hurt.
Absolutely, yes. No, can't hurt at all. Never. So, very cool. Good tips tonight. So, I hope y'all are listening in. So, pay attention.
Protein bars is another thing. Keep those in your car.
Absolutely.
They're easy to store. They're easy just have in your bag to, keep you sane, keep you focused, keep you fed. So,
that's the main things.
Trail mix, whatever. But protein bars to me just make the most sense because they're easily stackable.
Yes.
They're not going to take up that much.
There are all kinds of them out there too now. So
yeah, and they don't weigh much. So.
No. Very good.
Hydration is like I said, the big thing. Have your metal cup. Keep your your life straws, whatever,
Yes,
Get some
yes.
snow, melt the snow, suck it through your life straw.
Yep, there you go.
So, yeah, that. Maintain your car, tires, fluids, all that kind of stuff, wipers.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure that's all good.
Yep. Yeah,
Boots.
do a maintenance check on the car. Basically, go from head to toe, make sure everything's full, tires are good, your brakes are good, all that good stuff. So,
Right.
yeah.
And ladies out there.
Yeah, and be careful when it's raining and leaves on the road. You'll skid like you wouldn't believe.
It's like ice.
Yes, it's worse. Sometimes I think it's worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, please be careful. Don't think you can just plow through this stuff. Oh, and don't go plowing. You see leaves on like you have out in
Yeah.
the road. Don't go plowing through those with your car. You're going to hit
I'll
some.
actually put rocks and nails in those on
Oh,
purpose.
you know it.
And ladies, boots. At least have, not just ladies, some men, sorry, Tori, hello. Let's see. Have a good pair of sensible
sensible.
boots, even if it's just one. You can still have your little fancy schmancy, high-heeled, winter boots, but have at least one good pair of snow boots. Because if you get stranded somewhere, the little high-heeled boots ain't gonna do crap for you.
Yeah, you're going to fall on your butt. You're going to fall on your ass, believe me.
You're going to lose your toes.
Yes, yes.
So even if you have to keep them in your car or whatever,
yes.
You can buy them even a cheap pair for $20. Just have them around. So, I don't think if there's anything else. I know there was a lot of stuff that we were just kind of doing anything and everything with here. Is there anything else you have?
No, I think we covered that pretty well. I'm trying to think what else we haven't covered.
Because this is like the anything that people have emailed me. I was like, hey, you need to bring this up.
Yeah. Let's see, what else? We covered the horses, the animals pretty much. Just, the thing is, keep them out of the weather. Don't let any animal be out in rain, snow, wind. No, don't. Just don't.
I totally agree. You shouldn't even have that animal if that's what you're going to do.
Yep. So we covered the animals. We covered the smoke detectors and stuff. Good point. We didn't bring that up before. Carbon monoxide. Cars and what you should have in there. I'm trying to think. Could there be anything else?
There's people that even go as far as having pillows under their seats in the car. So
yeah, I've seen that actually.
Yes. Snow is also a good insulator, just so everybody knows. If it gets to the point where you're freezing, you can actually, keep a portable shovel in your car, too, at all times. Take a portable shovel, shovel the snow around your car.
Ah, there you go.
Go it up to it, so that way the warmth will stay in and the wind stays out.
There you go.
So
make sure you have flares. I'm sure.
Your snow adobe versus the mud adobe. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Pack it onto the roof of the car. So that way, heat rises, it'll stay in.
There you go. There you go.
Which is, I know, it goes against everything you've ever been taught. Like, no, don't do that. But, no. Pack snow on top of your car and around your car. If you're stuck like Chuck, you know what I'm saying? If there's, no possibility you're going to get out, you're stuck in this vehicle. Pack the snow around your vehicle and on top of it. It will act as an insulator. It will keep the cold winds out. And it will keep your heat in your car.
There you go. There you go.
So.
Yeah. What else? I think you covered everything you should have in your car. Make sure it's maintained, of course.
Cash. Make sure you have cash.
Yes, absolutely. We've talked about that. How many times? So yes, absolutely. I think that,
Flashlights.
yeah, flares, of course.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I
I
think we.
think that's it. Like I said, we're just kind of just covering this as kind of like picking up the pieces from the other shows that we've had, the anything and everything that we
Yeah.
were trying to get out there for like the fall and winter. And I think pretty much we had, you know, gotten what we needed to. And I think. Oh, and make sure you check the weather again before you go out, please. For the love
Yes.
of God. Don't take a road trip without checking the weather. Don't even go across town without checking the
Oh,
weather.
I
Good
don't.
luck
I don't go to
there.
work without checking the weather. Absolutely.
These are survival tips. I mean,
Yeah.
like serious survival tips
Yes,
here.
absolutely. Okay, I think we covered a lot of that. Now, here's something. What do you think of this? People, thousands of people signed petition to change the date of Halloween. Why would you do that?
What's the purpose of that, though?
To move the holiday to the last Saturday of October.
That doesn't make any sense.
They're calling it the Saturday Halloween movement.
Hell no.
Thank you.
Hell no.
Yeah, what is...
Samhain is the 31st of
Thank
October,
you.
period.
You can't
All
just...
Hallows Eve is the 31st.
You just can't
Sorry.
change that fact. It's not going to
No,
happen.
you cannot. It's
Yeah.
not about trick-or-treating, about your party, you jerks. What the hell is wrong with people?
It just came across my news. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah.
Yeah, I got your Saturday movement right
Yeah,
here.
you got that right. Come here. Let me tell you what I think.
Flushed it.
Yeah. It's time for a safer, longer, stress-free celebration. Seriously?
It's time for y'all to stop being wusses
Yeah.
and grow the
Get a
hell
life. Get a life.
up. God.
Oh my God. Wow.
People are stupid.
Why cram it into 2 rushed evening weekday hours and when it could have a full day? The only reason they want to change the date is for money reasons. The more people trick or treat, the more costumes sold. And this is brought on. Now this, let me see. It is, it's called the Halloween and Costume Association. Oh, well, there you go. Wow.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is, people. Holy
The
cow.
love of money above all else association.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. Yep. You go ahead and have your Halloween then. See ya.
Right. Oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
And what
People.
does this have to do with survival? It has to do with survival because these people just like need to go.
Yeah. Get a life.
Natural selection.
The herd will thin. Yes. Yeah. The thinning of the herd.
They can't handle the stressful Halloween on the weekend.
Okay. I just get tired of this. I just get so tired of these people. It's like, wow.
I do too.
It's
It gets ridiculous.
Yeah.
One thing after another.
Yeah. It is. It's enough already. Go get a life.
Read a history book, grow up, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Definitely. Wow. Crazy. Yes, and I did get to go see Halloween tonight, and I have to tell you, it was good.
Good.
It was. No spoilers, but it kind of takes you back to the original. It's really good.
Yay.
So, I really my daughter and I both enjoyed it. So, which is why I was running late because we went to the last showing, but it was great.
It's been number 1 in the box office for like a week or two now.
Yes. Yep. Actually, it's beaten. What was the other big one? Now I'm drawing a blank in my head.
No idea.
Yeah, it's like top box office. It beat out so many of them. So, but it's good. I like it.
Well, it's because it's the season for that kind of stuff.
Well, that too, but you just any time is good for Halloween. I mean,
well, that's what I'm saying, though. I mean, like, right now, it's the season.
oh
People
yeah,
are into it, you know.
and
A lot
it's
of people that may have seen it, like, 3 days ago aren't going to see it, you know.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure all week it'll be.
Spirit said so.
Actually, it was pretty It was like half a theater full for a Monday night, so not bad.
Wow.
Not bad for a Monday night.
Okay.
So, yeah. But if you haven't had a chance, go see it. I recommend it definitely. I like it. They pay a lot of respect to Loomis, Dr. Loomis. So, just to let you,
Oh,
just to let you know, yeah, yeah, which I thought was great. So, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So anyway,
How do you survive Halloween the movie? You eat your popcorn and enjoy it.
you know it. You know it. Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely.
Told you guys this isn't your average survival show, so.
No.
We'll teach you stuff. We'll make you laugh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll laugh at our own jokes.
Not like last night though. That was
You
crazy.
have to admit, I got to that horse bit without even one time.
I know. True. Oh my God.
Our last podcast, for those of you who don't know, our station manager, I guess you could say, program or whatever, ideas, just randomly, I mean,
just
totally
out of the blue.
randomly,
Yes.
in our chat says, my nickname means horse in
Spanish, and we're both like, okay.
Right?
This is going to be this is going to be fun.
I honestly thought it meant like, you know, because he eats like a horse, but in the back of your mind, you're thinking, okay, it must be because he's, you know, got, you know, unlike one. So,
Yeah.
So he stays silent for the longest time. He doesn't tell us. Then he proceeds to tell us that he has 8 children, and there's a reason for it.
Yes, I'm like, oh.
We lost it. I mean,
like,
it was in the Encounter / Ecto episode from last Saturday. But oh my
gosh. Last night. It was great. You guys have to listen to that.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we we did like the whole horse thing about taking care of your horses, and I got through that.
Yes, we did. Neither one of us said a word, which we were both thinking though.
Did a good job. So, but yeah, if anybody ever hears about these, you know, us laughing hysterically.
Yes, you'll know why.
Couldn't breathe. There was a reason for that.
Yes.
There's a little explanation behind that. And his name, Ike Horse Diaz, and he did that.
Yeah, he was fair game after that, believe me. So, yeah. It was so much fun. Thank you, Ike.
I've gotten more mail from people over the like, what in the hell is wrong with you guys?
Well,
why were you guys laughing?
Obviously, well, they must have...
Because we weren't explaining it very well on the air as to why we were laughing.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of did a little bit, but people didn't understand. It came from the chat, our live chat.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of hard to explain a little bit. You don't want to go on the air and say things like that. I mean...
Right. Anyway, I just want to kind of explain that a little bit for listeners that were like, okay, what the hell was that about? But that's what it was about. So, there's ideas at KBLP LLC. You can contact him anytime. I'm sure he's going to get lots of friends now.
Oh, yeah.
He thought it was bad before.
Oh,
we
yeah.
Were come out of the woodwork.
Hey. Absolutely. Oh my God, that's Yep. So yeah, so much fun. We had a blast last night.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Okay. I can't think of anything else.
Well, it was the night before last, but yeah.
Yeah. When was it? No. Yeah, night before last. Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, I don't even know what the hell day it is.
Isn't that sad? We work so much, we don't even know.
Yeah, I thought it was last night, but no, it's not even close.
Great. No.
What day is it? I'll be celebrating Halloween on Thursday. I don't know.
Yes, and y'all be safe on Halloween, please. Just remember the little trick-or-treaters out there.
Yes.
That, some of them are little tiny kids, and they're not going to think to...
They're worried about getting their candy, yes.
Yeah, they're just going to run out into the road to go to the next house. So just be careful. You're the adults. It's up to you to be careful.
Yeah, drive slower. Just look out for them.
And adults, make sure your kids have something reflective on, or they're holding something that lights up, something that says, hey, we're here. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, adults, if you're out partying, don't drive drunk. Don't drink and drive, okay? Not a good thing. Call Uber, Lyft, a taxi, designated driver, whatever it takes. So, but have fun. Now, you know there's going to be Halloween parties this weekend yet.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, just be careful on all levels. Think.
Yes. Yeah, try some people. Well,
that's about it for me tonight. Anyways, that's all I have because I am like so wiped from work. I had worked last night all night long.
I know.
And stayed up today and stayed with my granddaughter. Then I ran errands and stuff, so I'm still awake from yesterday.
Oh God, time for bed. Yeah, I hear you. Time for bed. Definitely. So y'all have a great night. Please, follow these tips. Could save your life. Yeah. Could save somebody else's life. So.
Absolutely. Just like I said, just listen to it. I know sometimes we kind of like get off the beaten path, but we always give you some good advice. So.
Oh, absolutely. I think so.
Get it going. So.
Absolutely. So.
And don't forget, you can look up past episodes on KBLP LLC. You can go to get it on Spreaker, or you can go to our Facebook page, or you can go to KBLP LLC 4 on YouTube and look up old episodes of Planet B.O.B. or anything else that we have.
There you go. So. Yep. And you want to get a hold of us, go to KBLP LLC, message us, whatever you need to do, let us know.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, okay. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for listening. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Yes. Safe Halloween. So.
Blessings to all my pagan friends out there. So.
Yep. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.